After getting divorced, Tom Cruise tells the truth about Nicole Kidman. Tom Cruise was born as Thomas Cruise Maypother IV on July 3, 1962 in Syracuse, New York. Growing up in a family that moved around a lot and faced tough times, including his parents' divorce when he was young, Cruise dealt with an unstable childhood that he would later turn into an amazing work ethic and a strong drive to succeed. Despite these challenges, his early love for acting and performing led him to chase his dream with incredible passion. He first learned acting at his local high school and started performing in plays, showing a special charm and stage presence even as a teenager. Cruise's career officially started in the early 1980s with small but promising roles in movies like Endless Love, 1981, and Taps, 1981. The second one got him critical attention and showed the first signs of his star potential. His big break came with the 1983 movie Risky Business, where his role as a charming high school student dealing with unexpected problems really connected with audiences and critics. The movie not only made Cruise a leading man, but also showed his special ability to mix charm, intensity, and realness on screen, which would become a signature of his career. This performance launched him into the spotlight, earning him lots of recognition and opening doors to bigger and more varied roles in Hollywood. The mid-1980s and 1990s saw Cruise's career fly to incredible heights. Movies like Top Gun, 1986, where he played the daring and charming fighter pilot Pete Maverick Mitchell, made him a global superstar. Top Gun was not only a huge commercial success, but also a cultural phenomenon, influencing fashion, music, and how people saw heroes. Cruise's commitment to his roles became legendary. He did many of his own stunts, bringing a realness to his characters that audiences really appreciated. This dedication continued in the Mission Impossible franchise starting in 1996, where Cruise's portrayal of Ethan Hunt became synonymous with high-energy action, precision, and fearlessness. Across multiple movies in the series, he continued to push the limits of stunt work, often doing things that many professional stunt performers would consider extremely risky. Beyond his action roles, Tom Cruise has consistently shown remarkable versatility as an actor. He has delivered compelling performances in dramas such as Rain Man, 1988, where he starred alongside Dustin Hoffman in a critically acclaimed exploration of family relationships and personal growth, and Magnolia in 1999, where his portrayal of a morally complex motivational speaker earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Cruise's ability to easily switch between action-packed blockbusters, intense dramas, and even romantic comedies like Jerry Maguire, 1996, for which he received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, shows the depth and range of his talent. His characters are often defined by determination, charisma, and a relentless pursuit of their goals, reflecting qualities that mirror Cruise's real-life personality. In 2015, the iconic Hollywood superstar Tom Cruise once again proved why he is considered one of the most daring and charismatic actors of a generation by taking on the high-energy role of Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, the fifth thrilling installment of the globally celebrated Mission Impossible franchise. Fans and critics alike were captivated as Cruise pushed the boundaries of action movies, performing jaw-dropping stunts that left audiences on the edge of their seats. From death-defying aerial sequences to heart-pounding chase scenes, all done with his trademark precision and fearless energy. The film not only showed Cruise's unwavering commitment to bringing authenticity to every scene, but also reminded the world why he remains the gold standard in action filmmaking, consistently mixing adrenaline-fueled excitement with compelling storytelling. 3 years later, in 2018, Cruise returned to the role of Ethan Hunt with even greater intensity and skill in Mission Impossible Fallout, the sixth chapter in the legendary franchise. Once again, he showed a remarkable combination of physical prowess, emotional depth, and on-screen magnetism, taking the audience on a roller coaster of suspense, intrigue, and cinematic spectacle. The film set new benchmarks for the genre, with Cruise performing some of the most breathtaking stunts of his career, including high-altitude jumps and intense hand-to-hand combat sequences, all of which reinforce his reputation as not just an actor, but a living legend of modern action cinema. In between his groundbreaking work in the Mission Impossible series, Tom Cruise expanded his range in 2017 by stepping into the world of supernatural horror with the film The Mummy. This highly anticipated reboot of the classic 1932 Boris Karloff movie of the same name saw Cruise take on a new kind of movie challenge, combining his signature action hero charisma with a darker, more mysterious story. The movie took audiences into an ancient world of curses, tombs, and legendary monsters, offering a fresh take on a timeless tale of terror and intrigue. Cruise's performance brought both intensity and nuance to the role, captivating fans of the original while attracting a whole new generation of moviegoers eager to experience the thrill of this cinematic resurrection. Tom Cruise, one of Hollywood's most iconic and enduring actors, has had a very public personal life, particularly when it comes to his marriages. His first marriage was to actress Mimi Rogers. The couple met in the mid-1980s and married in 1987. At the time, Rogers was already an established actress known for her roles in both film and television, and their union attracted significant media attention. It was widely reported that Mimi Rogers played a key role in introducing Cruise to Scientology, an influence that would become a central part of his personal and spiritual life in the years to come. Despite the glamour and attention surrounding their relationship, the marriage lasted only 3 years, ending in divorce in 1990. While brief, this marriage marked the beginning of Cruise's highly watched personal life in the public eye, setting the stage for the intense media interest that would follow him throughout his career. Following the end of his marriage to Mimi Rogers, Tom Cruise entered what many consider the most famous chapter of his personal life, his marriage to Nicole Kidman. Cruise and Kidman met on the set of the film Days of Thunder in 1989, where their on-screen chemistry quickly translated into a real-life romance. They married in December 1990 in a lavish ceremony, capturing the imagination of both fans and the press. During their 11-year marriage, the couple adopted 2 children, Isabella and Connor, and frequently appeared together at high-profile Hollywood events, often called one of the most glamorous couples despite their fame and the seemingly perfect public image. The marriage ultimately ended in divorce in 2001. Their split was a major media event with speculation about personal differences and the pressures of celebrity life dominating headlines. Nevertheless, their years together left a lasting impact on both their careers and personal lives, with Nicole Kidman going on to become one of the most acclaimed actresses of her generation, while Cruise continued to rise as an action star and international icon. Tom Cruise's third marriage was to actress Katie Holmes, a relationship that again captivated the world. The couple met in 2005 and quickly became one of the most talked about pairs in Hollywood. Often referred to in the media as Tomcat, their whirlwind romance led to a high-profile engagement, and they married in a widely televised and celebrated ceremony in 2006. The marriage was notable not only for the celebrity status of both individuals, but also for the attention surrounding their daughter, Suri Cruise, who was born shortly before their wedding. Over the years, the marriage faced significant public scrutiny, with media outlets closely following both their personal and professional lives, including speculation about the influence of Scientology on the relationship. Ultimately, the marriage ended in divorce in 2012, a separation that again made international headlines. Despite the challenges, Tom Cruise's marriage to Katie Holmes remains a significant part of his personal history, illustrating both the intense pressures of life in the public eye and the complexities of balancing fame, family, and personal beliefs. After his highly publicized divorces, Tom Cruise recently opened up in a candid and revealing way about his marriage to Nicole Kidman, shedding light on the complexities of their relationship and the personal journey he went through during and after their time together. Cruise, known for his carefully managed public image and intense dedication to his craft, spoke with a rare vulnerability that surprised many fans who had long viewed him primarily through the lens of his blockbuster films and high-profile public life. In his comments, Cruise thought deeply about both the joys and challenges of his marriage, emphasizing the deep respect and admiration he still holds for Kidman despite their eventual separation. "Nicole was and continues to be an extraordinary woman," he said. We shared years filled with love, laughter, and experiences that shaped both of us in ways that I will always cherish. It was a journey that I will forever hold close to my heart. And though our paths went separate ways, the respect I have for her as a person and as an artist has never faded. Cruise's reflection went beyond the surface-level stories often spread in the media. He acknowledged the intense pressures that come with being in the public eye, explaining that maintaining a relationship under constant watching is far more challenging than many realize. When you're two people in love, try to live a normal life. Yet the world watches every move, every gesture, every decision. It puts an enormous strain on even the strongest bonds, Cruise admitted. He described how both he and Kidman were dealing with personal growth, demanding careers, and the constant expectations of fame, which sometimes created tensions that were difficult to work through. His words reveal a thoughtful side of the actor, highlighting the human side of the story often sensationalized by tabloids. Beyond the difficulties, Cruise emphasized the personal growth that came from his experience with Kidman. Our marriage taught me so much about patience, empathy, and the importance of understanding another person on a level that goes beyond shallow connections, he said. He spoke about the lessons in communication, trust, and compromise that he carries with him to this day, framing the relationship not just as a chapter in his romantic life, but as a life-changing period that shaped his approach to relationships and family. Cruise also shared a sense of gratitude, noting that despite the eventual end of their marriage, the time they spent together remains a source of fond memories and valuable life lessons. Interestingly, Cruise also touched on the role that his career played in how their relationship worked. With both actors at the peak of their careers, the demands of filming schedules, global travel, and intense media attention often left little room for personal moments. Being in the entertainment industry is both a blessing and a challenge, Cruise reflected. Nicole and I were dealing with two careers that required huge dedication, and sometimes that meant making difficult choices about time and priorities. Looking back, I recognize the sacrifices we both made, and the love we had made those sacrifices worth it, even if the timing wasn't always perfect. Finally, Cruise's comments were filled with a sense of lasting respect and the recognition of shared history. He did not shy away from saying that their separation was the right decision at the time, but he made it clear that it does not take away from the deep affection and admiration he feels for Kidman. Divorce is never easy, he said, but it is sometimes necessary for growth, for understanding, and for both people to find their paths. Nicole will always have a special place in my life, and I am grateful for every moment we share together. His words offer fans a glimpse into a more mature and reflective Tom Cruise, an actor who, despite his fame and accomplishments, values honesty, personal growth, and the genuine connections he forms in his life. Through these revelations, Cruise paints a picture of love that is real, imperfect, and transformative. He reminds the public that even in the middle of the glamour and scrutiny of Hollywood, relationships are complex, requiring patience, respect, and understanding. His confession about Nicole Kidman is not just a retelling of past events, but a heartfelt acknowledgement of the role she played in his life, highlighting the depth of human emotion that often lies behind the headlines.